What's up, Rare Moment fam? Happy Hump Day, happy Wednesday. Welcome back to the show. I'm AG, this is Cole, we are the Rare Moment. Am I excited today to talk about some more Run It Back pack details? They have dropped some more details about what players are going to be in it, and we're excited to get to the content today. So, before we do, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter at The Rare Moment, and when you're on the go, find us on Spotify. Don't forget there's a comment section down below. Let us know what players you're excited about. Let us know if you're going to be joining the queue. Let us know how many queues you're going to be in. We want to know everything about it. So, let's get into the content here today. Cole, some details to get into. Some excitement is building here.
Oh, yeah.
What do we got as far as details go? Let me get all the information and tell everybody what's going on.
Yeah, I am super excited for tomorrow. Cannot wait. Feel like a little kid again.
Yep.
Just all jittery and anxious, waiting for the pack drop to hit. So, let's get into the details here. So, the pack drop is going to be happening tomorrow, Thursday, October 14th. Each pack is going to cost $169, and each pack is going to contain 5 moments. It's going to have 1 rare run it back moment and 4 common archive moments, and I'll explain the archive moments in a couple minutes. So how it's going to work, we're going to have 3 queues: priority queue number 1, priority queue number 2, and then just the general queue. So priority queue number 1 is going to start at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow, and there's going to be 6,000 run it back packs available, and you're going to need a collector score of at least 10,000 to get into that one. Priority queue number 2 is going to start at 12 p.m. Pacific time. There's going to be 16,000 run it back packs available in that queue, and you're going to need a minimum collector score of at least 2,500. And then the general queue is going to start at 2 p.m. Pacific time. There's going to be 22,550 run it back packs available in that one, and then there's going to be 90,000 archive packs available, and you need a minimum collector score of at least 100. So I mentioned the archive packs a couple of times. So what are those exactly? So the archive packs, as you know, are brand new to Top Shot. These are essentially going to be common run it back moments. These are going to be moments from the 05-06 and then the 13-14 NBA seasons. And these will essentially be rebound packs for those who strike out on the rare run it back packs tomorrow. So I really like that Top Shot is doing that. So a lot of people, even if we strike out on the rare packs, we're going to walk away with something pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
So each archive pack is going to cost you only $19, and it's going to contain 3 moments that are going to be minted from 10,000 to 20,000. And so, yeah, those are going to be pretty sweet to get, even if you strike out on the rare run it back. So that's pretty much all the details regarding the pack drop.
I think it's really cool that they're giving rebound packs here, and the rebound packs aren't just little common moments.
Yeah, not just 3 trade tickets going for $5 each.
You're gonna have your chance at a lot of good players here. So
Yeah.
I'm looking at the screen here. Looks like we're about to run down the players in the run it back pack here.
Yep. So right here, this whole list of players that we're going to go through is going to be in the rare run it back packs here.
All right, look at the names already.
So
AI
as you can
just
see,
right at the top.
Yeah. AI tops it off here. You got like Andre Iguodala.
Kirilenko.
Yeah. Andrew Bogut, rookie.
Oh, man. A Ben
Baron
Wallace
Davis.
Top Shot debut. DPOY for multiple years.
You got Carmelo. That's going to be from his days on the Nuggets.
Darren Williams, for those who remember the handles on that guy.
Chris Bosh, a CP3 rookie from the New Orleans Hornets.
What's that going to be going for?
Yeah, I would love to get my hands on that. Dirk, Dwight Howard from when he was actually good. Yeah, D-Wade.
Elton Brand. I mean, a name I haven't heard in so long. Gerald Wallace, Jason Kidd.
Yeah, Jason
and my
Kidd.
boy Jay Rich, baby.
And Jermaine O'Neal, Josh Smith.
I know that's going to be a Jason Richardson just hammer dunk right there.
Kevin Garnett.
There he is.
The King. LeBron.
The King. A sweet Lou rookie.
Yep. Paul Pierce. Nate Robinson, rookie and Top Shot debut.
So we can see some names on here. There's some good names. There's
Ray
some names that
Allen.
are just kind of middle of the pack guys back in the day.
Obviously, you got the real deal, Shaquille O'Neal here.
Big Daddy Diesel. Stephon Marbury, another cool name I think that's in there. Steve Nash.
Yeah, Steve Nash would be pretty sweet.
Really cool. I mean, and then you got
Tim Duncan.
T-Mac and Vince to round it off. I mean, Tyson Chandler back in his heyday. Wow. I mean, just the names in this set.
And that's just the run it back
Right.
packs here. So now we're going to get into the archive list of players here.
Let me just say, just starting looking at the archive, I'm just glad that I'm not having my chance at Davies Bertans 3 times here, you know, or like any of these other guys. Like
Cameron Payne, Obi Toppin.
If you don't get into it, like you're legitimately still getting good players, you know, big names here.
You could potentially be pulling Hall of Famers in this pack. Here you go. You got Alonzo Mourning.
Andrew Bogut, rookie.
Yep. Baron Davis again. Yeah, some of these guys are going to be.
You're still gonna have your chance at the Chris Paul rookie here.
Yeah, exactly. Like some of these players are going to be in both the run it back and the archive.
I know that they mentioned
Carmelo
that Damian
again.
Lillard moment from 2003. That's his first game-winning buzzer beater in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it was in the playoffs. Yep.
Wow,
that'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, that'd be a sweet moment.
Dwight Howard, Dwayne Wade, Gerald Wallace.
Jarrett Jack, rookie and Top Shot debut. Wow, that's sick.
Kevin Garnett, Kyle Korver. You got LeBron again.
You're gonna have. I mean,
Paul
if
Pierce.
you don't get LeBron in the run it back, you're still gonna have your chance out of LeBron in the rebound archive pack. You know, I love that.
Yeah, Vince Carter, and then Zach Randolph making his Top Shot debut.
There he is.
Yeah. So I mean, this is a pretty impressive list of players they got here. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be, because when we were first talking about this last week's video, I think their initial blog, they said, you know, beware, you're going to probably not see some names that you might be familiar with.
Yeah.
So that, you know, got in my head thinking, we're not going to see LeBron, we're not going to see Shaq, we probably won't even see AI.
Yeah.
And here they all are.
Yeah.
And we got CP3 rookie, Carmelo.
Of course, no Kobe, and I think that's just still too new. I think there's still some time until we see him. So I'm glad they put Shaq in here. I'm glad they put AI in here. I mean, those were two of the biggest players back in those years, 05, 06. So I'm glad they did. Ben Wallace, big name. I mean, talking about defensive player of the year multiple years in a row. Talking finals champion. So these are really good names. So I guess now I got to ask you here. We've seen the names. We've seen the guys on the list. Who's the number one that you're looking for to pull if you do get in a run it back?
LeBron. I mean, no questions asked. No thoughts to it.
Not even a thought. All these names on here, and it's instantly Cole just goes to LeBron immediately.
So we were talking about this before we got on the air today. So my original pick would have been Shaq until they came out with this list yesterday. And I see the King on here. I know how valuable he is on Top Shot. He's one of the, whether you love him or hate him, one of the top 5 greatest players of all time. Arguably, you know, the GOAT, although I don't think it's an argument. I still think MJ is the GOAT. But having said that, LeBron, he's going to be one of the most expensive, if not the most expensive players from this pack that you could pull, in my opinion, along with, you know, Shaq and AI and probably the CP3 rookie. But yeah, just from a financial standpoint, I just think he's going to be one of the best you could pull. So yeah, it's really no thought, but pulling a Shaq would be awesome. Honestly, I would even care what moment the Shaq moment is. Like, it could be a moment of Shaq eating Papa John's, and I would still love that moment. Like, that would be pretty sweet to pull. But obviously, like, AI would be sick. Mentioned it a couple times, the CP3 rookie. I mean, from the New Orleans Hornets, an old team that doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah, I figured that kind of would be on your top list right there.
Yeah, that would be pretty sweet. Carmelo too from the Nuggets.
I got to ask now. You pull LeBron. What's the thought here? You pull LeBron in that run it backpack. What's the strategy? Are you going and selling that right away, Are you sitting on that for a few days? Are you sitting on that for a few weeks to see what it does? What's the
So,
strategy here?
so I guess my thinking on that would be I would probably wait a few days at least just to kind of see where the floor settles.
Yeah.
And if that moment is going for, a lot of money, if that's going for 5,000, 10,000, if I can, I'm probably going to sell that because I would like to have some money upcoming for when the NFL version of Top Shot comes out. And then
Absolutely.
also, I'd like to have a bunch of money for Series 3 for NBA Top Shot, not only to collect moments from that series, but to collect a bunch of trade tickets for when the Series 1 reserve packs come out, too. So,
Absolutely.
and then, yeah, there's
So,
just
so
a couple other things I could do with that money.
I,
But yeah,
I guess depending on what you get, would you sit on a few of these moments? Like, let's say you pulled, let's just say you pulled your Chris Paul rookie run it back moment, and then you have 4 archive moments. Are you selling the 4 archive moments? Are you sitting on it? What's your thought regarding that?
you know, I really think it depends on who I'm pulling because, 05, 06, that's a little bit before my time. I was like 5 or 6 years old. I
Yeah.
do know most of these players. There's a handful of players on both of these lists that, I'm not quite familiar with. I don't know their game. And a couple of these guys I'd never even heard of before. So if I'm pulling guys like I think Smush Parker was one in the archive, uh, what's his name? Morris Peterson, Quentin Richardson, like a couple of these guys I've never heard of. Unless their value is insanely high, or maybe that would make me sell it more if their value is high. I would probably offload some of the guys that I don't know and then maybe use that money and package it up and see if I can go get somebody that I actually do know and that I would want to collect.
Right.
But yeah, so I guess having said that, I will pose the question back to you. Who would be either like your dream, pack of 5 moments or your top 3 guys that you would like to pull in this, or even just your number 1 guy here?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm right up there with you. LeBron. We all know what the value is on this site. But with that being said, LeBron's not my number 1 here. I can go out, I can buy a LeBron moment if I want. I can't buy a run it back LeBron moment. I'm not going to be able to afford it. Let's be honest. But
Yeah.
I already have 2 LeBron moments. I'm looking for an Allen Iverson. I'm looking for a Shaq. I'm looking for a Ben Wallace. I'm looking for, these guys that I don't have. I'm looking for guys that I'll probably never have a shot of putting in a collection again. And, as far as a perfect pack goes, if I can pull, if I got into the run it backpack and I pulled in, an AI, a Ben Wallace, a Shaq, a LeBron, I would love to fill that in, going down to the archives, filling it in with Jason Richardson, being a Warriors fan, Andre Kirilenko, Baron Davis. If I didn't pull a Ben Wallace, I would love to have that Chris Paul rookie. So there's just so many players here. It's hard to pick what the perfect pack would be. Because there's so many. Like I would love to have the Jarrett Jack rookie in Top Shot debut. I mean, there's so many, but I would probably say the top 3 is LeBron, Shaq, AI, and then Tracy McGrady is a very close 4. Those are the top 4 that I'm really looking for.
Well,
big T-Mac fan when I was a kid, so I would love to put some Tracy McGrady into the collection here.
and you brought up a great point before we started recording here that I wanted to bring up in this video is, that could kind of make the argument to why you'd want to pull a guy like Shaq or AI as opposed to maybe LeBron, Carmelo, CP3, and a couple of those guys that are still in the league. Because obviously the guys that are still in the league, they got these moments coming out, and then they're going to have obviously moments from this upcoming season and potentially a few more seasons coming out. Whereas guys like Shaq and AI, who knows how many moments those guys are going to have in total on the site. This is going to be obviously the first moment for both of those guys coming out. And who knows, maybe they only have 2, maybe 3 other moments trickle out in the next 5 years.
That's kind of my thought. In the next in the next 5 years, I mean, I just don't think we're going to see more than 3 Shaquille O'Neal moments in 5 years. I
And
don't
we
think
could be wrong, but
could be. We could
you know,
be, but there's also a lot of other players to put, I mean, and it's not just from the 05, 06. I mean, maybe the next pack is from the 80s. Maybe the next pack's from the 90s. We don't know when the next packs are going to be. Are we ever going to see a Michael Jordan moment on NBA Top Shot? I don't know.
I don't know if we will, but oh man,
So
you're going to have a riot trying to get that pack.
Let's get down to some brass tacks here, and let's talk about some money, because I know that's what people are watching the show for a little bit. And we're all wondering, is it worth it? I think that's the thought on any Top Shot drop from here on out. Is it going to be worth it? My answer for this pack is yes. I think it absolutely is. Before I go popping off on any money talk, I'm just going to put that disclaimer out there. This is not financial advice. I am not investing your money for you. You are investing your money. We are not responsible for the actions that you take with your money. All right, with that being said, I do think that this is a cash flow positive pack. I mean, in my personal opinion, I don't think any of these run it back moments should be going for, the rare moments should be going for less than $200-$300. I just don't. I
agree with.
It would be a travesty. It would be devastating to me just to see that. And I might even just be a buyer of some of those moments if that's the case, because they deserve better than that. So I think you instantly make your money back if you get a rare moment. You're instantly making your money back. And as far as the archive moments go, I couldn't tell you what those moments are going for. Looking at some of those players, some of those guys there's just people who just have no clue who they are. So I would like to believe that none of those moments are, immediately are going for less than $30. With some of these guys, right? Like, I mean, if you're pulling a Chris Paul rookie in an archive set, if you're pulling a Ben Gordon, you're pulling a LeBron in an archive set. Yeah, these guys are hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, you would think.
But yeah, I mean, some of these other guys, like, I mean, hey, I love Al Harrington. Al Harrington's a good, decent player in his career. But is Al Harrington's moment, a Top Shot Al Harrington moment, going to be going for $200? Probably not, So nonetheless, it's cash flow positive, and I will say that there is an opportunity to be making thousands of dollars here on this pack. If you were to pull a Shaq, an AI, a LeBron, these guys are going to be going for thousands of bucks. I mean, just to reference it, guys, there's going to be 999 of these rare moments here. That's what it's going to be out of. The Series 1 run it back was out of 275. And the cheapest one, I think, I was just looking at it, is going for $499. It's a Steven Adams moment going for $499. That's the lowest. That's the floor of the Series 1 run it back. So you got to figure, the floor here is, like I was saying, because it's just a higher mint count, you figure the floor is like $200-$300 for some of these small guys. And you figure for some of the bigger names, I mean, like, I'm sitting here looking at, just some of the bigger names, like, I mean, Shawn Marion's in this pack, Chris Bosh is in this pack. Those guys are going for $1,800-$1,900, and
yeah, I mean, granted, it's a Series 1, but if Steven Adams run it back is going for $499, I mean, even if you're pulling the dirt in this pack, it's, at minimum, like you said, I think it's going for $200.
Now, here's the last train of the thought here regarding the financial aspect to this. So, as always, we're thinking of how are we going to manage it? That's why I asked Cole, hey, what are you going to do if you pull a LeBron? What are you going to do if you pull an AI? These are the kind of, you need to have these strategies, right? If you're going into this pack here, you need to be thinking about what you're going to do and how you're going to navigate it if you actually pull one of these things. Because over the course of time, it's been proven that with these expensive moments, they don't sell very often, right? You pull an Allen Iverson and you sit on it for 4 or 5 months, and you're going to go, hey, I'm going to sit on this for a half a year. Well, in 4 or 5 months, there might only be one of these things bought every week, right? Yeah. One of these bought every 2 weeks. So you need to be realistic with yourself about What are you looking for? What are you looking to sell these for? When are you looking to sell it? What's your overall objectives? What's your goal? Have a strategy. That's all we're saying here.
Yeah. And I
You
think
know?
that's just kind of a out of sight, out of mind type of thing. Like, yeah, like you said, we've noticed that whenever there's, a rare pack coming out, or even a non-base set like a Hustle and Show or a Cool Cats. I mean, I guess those aren't the greatest examples because those do get bought up a lot. But yeah, more so like the rare packs. Usually when they first come out, yeah, there's a good amount of sales because a lot of people are obviously undercutting, flipping, trying to make a quick buck. So we see a lot of early sales early on. But yeah, as time progresses, we only see a sale here, a sale there, few sales, maybe a week, maybe every few weeks. So yeah, it's just kind of a few months down the line, people are going to kind of forget a little bit about this pack, and just an out of sight, out of mind type of thing.
Just be mindful about it, guys, and just have a plan of attack, have a strategy of how you want to make your money back, how you want to sit on moments. I mean, if I get in here, there's not a chance I'm selling all of these. I might sell, a few of these to kind of make my money back on a pack and then kind of sit and wait. Or, I don't know. If I pull a Shaq and it's going for 12 grand immediately, well, I might, much as I love having Shaq in the arsenal, I might be selling Shaq for 12 grand. So, So it just depends. So last thought is keep your eye on evaluate market. And we went over that in the last video with our sponsored video about evaluate market. But whether you're using them or using anyone else, if you can find a way to view the market at a live perspective, and you're seeing kind of transactions happening, and you're kind of can follow the graphs, that's going to help you make decisions here and what to do. So any other thoughts, insights, anything else before we kind of start wrapping it up here?
Well, I guess the final thing I would like to say is if I do get my hands on one of these running backpacks, I'll take 5 LeBrons to go, please.
Yeah. Right, yeah. You asked what a perfect pack was. Well, 5 LeBrons.
Yeah.
Well, actually, 3 LeBrons, an AI, and a Shaq. Yeah. There's the pack right there.
There you go. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, guys, we would love to hear your guys' thoughts, who you're excited about. Obviously, when we're pulling these packs tomorrow, come and fill
Hopefully
out
we get one.
Come and fill out the comment section down here. Let us know who you pulled, who you got, what your strategy is. If you pull LeBron, I would love to hear what the rare moment strategy is with an Allen Iverson, with the Shaq, with the LeBron, with the T-Mac. What would you guys do at these moments? So hit that comment section up. Let us know. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Twitter at The Rare Moment. When you're on the go, find us on Spotify. We will see you guys in the queue tomorrow. We are just little schoolboys ready for this, and I'm excited. So I know you guys are too. So good luck tomorrow in the queue. Keep an eye out for a pack opening video if we do get in, and we will see you guys soon. Peace.